Ancient skeletons unearthed in France reveal Mafia-style killings. More than 5,500 years ago, 2 women were tied up and probably buried alive in a ritual sacrifice, using a form of torture associated today with the Italian mafia, according to an analysis of skeletons discovered at an archaeological site in southwest France. Researchers investigated the unusual position of 3 female skeletons found in 1985 at the site in the town of Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux, and concluded that 2 of the women probably died from a form of torture known as incaprettamento, which involves tying a person's throat and ankles so that they eventually strangle themselves due to the position of their legs. The researchers also reviewed skeletons found at other archaeological sites across Europe and identified 20 other probable instances of similar sacrificial killings. The practice may have been relatively widespread in Neolithic or Late Stone Age Europe, according to the study published in the journal Science Advances last week. The 3rd woman found at the site was in a normal burial position and, "We don't know how she died," Eric Krubezi, one of the paper's lead authors and a biological anthropologist at Paul Sabatier University in Toulouse, told CNN on Tuesday. "But we can say that they put the 3 women in the grave at the same time. The women's burial place was aligned with the sunrise at summer solstice and sunset at winter solstice," leading the study's authors to hypothesize that this site acted as somewhere people gathered to mark the turning of the seasons, which may have involved human sacrifices. "There is always this idea that somebody is dying and that the crops will grow," Krubezi added, referencing that belief appearing in other cultures, such as the Inca practice of human sacrifice in South America. Krubezi was part of the original team that excavated the site in 1985, but it wasn't until the break caused by the COVID-19 pandemic that he and his colleagues set about researching other instances of such sacrifices. By reviewing the existing literature, researchers pinpointed 20 other probable examples of people being sacrificed in the same way over 2,000 years in the Neolithic period. The study said the actual number was probably higher, but there was insufficient information about skeletons at other archaeological sites to draw firm conclusions. "In different parts of Europe, it was the same type of sacrifice," Krubezi said. "And this sacrifice is very particular because it's a cruel one, and you have no blood and no people who killed another, the people killed themselves." Though it is impossible to prove definitively that the women in the grave at Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux died in situ, their positions stacked atop each other and entwined with fragments of grindstones implies that they were placed there forcefully and deliberately, strongly suggesting that their demise likely occurred in the grave, the study said. The study can state with 95% certainty that the 3 individuals were women, after precisely measuring various characteristics of the pelvic bone, co-author Amalini Al-Kuf, a doctoral student at Paul Sabatier University, told CNN in an email. At the other sites across Europe, men and children as well as women were also found sacrificed in this way, the study said. In the future, Krubezi says, the researchers intend to analyze the familial relationship between the 3 women at Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux and investigate unusual death rites observed in other graves around the site. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos. And the best part? Subscribing is completely free.